How is lads? Keno here. Really happy with today's win. I thought it was just a very even game. There wasn't much between the sides and you kind of expected that. But I thought Pat slightly edged it in terms of chances and creating the chances. Pat had more of the clear-cut chances, especially in the first half. Matty Smith got in nice and early and just hit the side netting, and a couple of good chances went wayward in the first half, and then the second half, Pat's getting the goal. Was happy enough with the performance up until the first goal, and we went through a little bit of a spell where we kind of deserved to go 1-0 up, and rightfully so we did. So I was delighted with that. I was looking at, then, you concede a sloppy goal our end, a mistake, and it's something that, you're seeing that mistake and you're seeing that sloppiness throughout the whole league in terms of goals. Like, if you look at every match, nearly a team is gifting a goal to an opposition team. So, look, I can't say it happening too often. I think it was a once-off. And look, these things happen, but, this time last year, we would have crumbled under the pressure, and Drogheda probably would have won 3 or 4-1 in the end, because there was a spell in the game where we just had to dig deep and we just had to keep it tight, and that's exactly what we done. And I thought we defended well in that period and we soaked up the pressure very well. And then, the introduction of Dara Bones and Billy King really livened us up. I thought Dara was excellent, and, Billy getting the winner. I think overall, if a drop possibly could have happened, but if anyone was going to win it, it was going to be Pats. And look, I'm absolutely delighted that it was Pats. So, roll on Bows next week.
St. Pat's 2, Drogheda United 1. A disappointing result. I thought we could at least deserve the draw out of that game, but Billy King's last minute goal, I think him was left alone at the fast stick down, was able to slot it in last minute, was very disappointing. I thought the goal from Ronan Coughlin didn't deserve the count, because Dan Mack was down for a while and everyone else started to play on and he was able to score the goal, but look at what can you do, the game's over. We were very organised and very compact, and very good in the counter-attack in some bits. That's why I like to see a bit of Drogheda. I thought, Pats dominated the ball in all aspects. I mean, look at the Pats. Pats have some quality in the team. They're very good ball players in the team with the likes of Chris Forrest and Jamie Lennon. And as well, Ronan Coughlin and Billy King. When he came on, he was superb. I have to give him credit. Some great stuff out of Drogheda. I think as well, Denny Cork and Brandon Birmingham coming on in the second half. I think they helped the team attack more. I think when first half, second half, we had a few chances. You couldn't score. I think Mark Dulles headed the goal into the target, but we didn't attack much. It was a bit annoying there. We didn't attack much in the game. And then when they come on, we started to attack more and more, especially after the goal. I mean, Denny Corkin, brilliant poaching goal. The way, your Ross fumbled the ball and he was able to come in and score the goal from Mark Dulles' shot. I think Brandon Brownlee was brilliant with the St. Pat's defence. The way he kind of gave them a lot of trouble. You could see that down in some aspects of the game, the way he was able to give the team a lot of problems. Some good things out of that I'm happy with. Very happy with the way we played in some aspects. I think now if we can do that now against the big teams, with the way we can counter-attack, because I think we are brilliant at the counter-attack, it'd be great. So we have Finn Habs next week. Let's hopefully get a result against them. It'd be great. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Hi everyone, Daz here from the Bohemian FC fan group. Match reaction to our game today against Longford. It was our first home game of the season. Longford came into the game in good form with a 2-0 win previous week. We lost to Finn Harps last week, so we'd be looking to try and get our first win. We started off very well. I thought we played very well in the first half as a team. We went forward, we created chances, and Georgie Kelly and Ross Tierney got 2 good goals in the first half. We worked our way up to their box when we got in and we got 2 goals, and we were 2-0 up at half time cruising. I thought we were going to even go on and score a few more goals. We could add more goals in the first half, but look, a game is never won inside 90 minutes. It's not won to the final whistle goes, as Longford proved today. The second half was completely different. Devastated by how Bulls did in the second half. We just lost our rhythm in the game, and Longford showed that they're a team that's committed and that they're going to try and press everyone. Like, they're 2-0 down and they're chasing everything. They had a really strong work rate and they wanted it more. And they really pushed us. They chased everything, they pressed everything down, and then Connor Davis came on. He scored 2 good goals. You know, he got in against us and put us under pressure, and I think he got his substitutes wrong today. He brought on a lot of attacking players. You know, instead of shoring the game up and bringing on more defensive minded, we brought on a lot of attacking players, which is good to see when it works out, but it didn't work out today. We lost our shape, we lost our rhythm. The balance of the team just wasn't there. Longford got in. Here he came on. He was disappointing now in my eyes. I was very disappointed in him. He was at fault for the first goal, I think. He mixed up at the back, but you know, Longford got what they deserved. They pressed us. They got in. They got their 2 goals, and they're going away with a draw away from home against Bowes. Having been 2-0 down in the first half, they came back. They showed what they're about. Absolutely fair play to them. They deserved it more. Shocking game for us for the second half anyway. I suppose all we can do is take the positives into Pats and try and win that game. That's going to be very hard, you know. If we're not beating Harps and not beating Longford, it's going to be very hard against Pats. That's no disrespect to Harps or Longford now, but we need to get a win now next week. We need to get a win. So well done to Longford.
Bohemians 2, Longford Town 2, and it really was a tale of 2 halves in Dalymount Park. Bohemians with a very, very strong first half, 1-0 up early enough in the game with a good goal by Georgie Kelly, who could bang them in for them this season. Going to be a big talking point for Bohemians. Lovely little turn by him in the 6-yard box, slots at home, 1-0 Bohemians, and they really had all the pressure. Followed up with a second goal, then a break on the edge of the box. Could have been 2 or 3 Bowes lads queuing up to hit it, but it fell to Tierney and he slotted it home nicely. Could have went on then 3-0. Lee Stacey, the Longford keeper, pulls off a fantastic save and then gets his body on the line for a double save there to keep the game at 2-0. And Longford kind of maybe had a chance before the break then, but Dean Byrne had a shot. Didn't really trouble the Bowes keeper too much, but you're going in at half time 2-0 down. But Longford with a fantastic second half performance to grind out a point. Bowes probably should have had the game dead and buried. Georgie Kelly very unlucky to hit the post. Would have been 3-0, you're thinking game over, but Dara Doyle makes a couple of changes, brings on fresh legs, and Connor Davis pops up, wins the ball on the edge of the Bowes box, still has a lot of work to do with it, goes by 2-3 Bowes defenders and slots at home, and you're thinking 2-1, Jesus, can Longford put a bit of pressure on Bowes now, maybe sneak an equaliser, and that's exactly what they done. Again, the substitutes again, Dobbsy winning the ball in midfield, passed it out to the young lad Callum Warfield, who puts in an excellent cross into the box, exactly where you want the cross to be, just in the 6-yard box, and Connor Davis pops up at the back post to make it 2-2. And in truth, Longford kind of had the last couple of chances in that game, and another day maybe could have robbed the 3 points. But look, real never say die attitude from the Longford players. Great determination to get a point in Dalymount Park. So 4 points for Longford now from the opening 2 games. I'm sure Dara Doyle and John Martin will be delighted.
First Division, Bray Wanderers 0, Treaty United 0. Ultimately, Tommy Barrett will be the happier of the 2 managers coming up to Bray, title contenders, and going back to Limerick with a point. There was no clear-cut chances over 90 minutes. Bray had 1 or 2 half chances, but none that would make anyone get off their seat. Treaty are going to cause a lot of problems this season to a lot of teams. They're a big side, they're dogged, and ultimately they deserve the draw that they got here today. Treaty were down to 10 men after 65 minutes, but Bray could not make the breakthrough, and they go into next week's game against Shelbourne. Not needing 3 points, but certainly having to set down a marker to let Shelbourne know that this game was a one-off and that the players are just gelling and getting together. Wexford travel to Treaty next weekend for what will be Treaty's opening game of the season at the Markets Field. They finish here once again, Bray Wanderers 0,